Okay, so we're with Patricia from South Africa. So obviously one of the lady players. Now we have spoken to some of the juniors from South Africa, which have been really good. We're going to chat to a couple of the men's South Africa players. Now I just want to say we've seen your dances and your chants and everything that comes in, and I tell you what, the energy that brings, it's just, I can't imagine playing with that behind you. So can you tell me what it's like with I suppose with those walk-ins and with those entries and with the chanting that comes in between? Like, is that something that brings? What does that bring for you to this tournament, or any tournament really?
Well, what that brings to us, like we have individual rounds that we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that cheering on and all that excitement behind us, that is like motivation to us as South Africans. We actually enjoy playing with that sort of support behind us. So the more it's like whenever you play on in whatever tournament you play with that kind of support, you feel like a winner already. So whether we lose or whether we win, at the end of the day, with that support behind you, you walk off that ground feeling like a champion, whether you've lost or win.
Okay, yeah. That's really cool. That is really cool. That's a strong feeling. So yeah, I can imagine how that would really keep you going.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about the teams event. So obviously you ladies, your SAA team or one team. So how are you girls going in the tournament, and how are you finding, say, versing our Australians in terms of the other countries? Because we've obviously travelled quite a fair way, and it'd be nice to sort of get a little bit of feedback in terms of with you versing our ladies. How have you found that in this tournament so far?
Well, so far in the team event, I would say your ladies is quite strong. To be honest, you have strong players amongst your team in the ladies event, and then meeting them in the doubles, that was quite an experience. And because the two ladies that me and my doubles partner played against, I can say that they are strong players. And I'll give them that. That's why I even went to them and greeted them 3 times to say thank you, because they are really good, strong players and strong potters compared to us just playing for the next potting a ball and playing for the next position. But your ladies are actually quite strong. When coming to the team event is that obviously there's always a confusion, but I'll give your ladies that they are strong players. I'll give them that.
Yep. Excellent. Well, it's good to hear we've sent over some strong ladies. It's what we want to see. We've seen South Africa strong in all categories. It hasn't just been the ladies for you guys. It's been the men's, the juniors, the under 18s. The under 18s for the South Africa. It's been really good to watch, and even there's quite a few younger guys in the men's that I tell you what, I would be so excited to interview those boys, because they are, the way you guys play is phenomenal. It's very smart, and we don't see that style of play where it's sort of like every shot is generally a shot to nothing, but when you guys do attack, like that's it, that's game over, it's the end of it. And of course, we hear that and we go, okay, that's standard pool, that's standard, that's blackball, that's snooker, that's all cue sports, but it's just done in such a different way that, we don't experience that sort of back home, so it's nice to get the exposure for people to sort of experience that here in this type of climate, in this type of, environment of pool. So I guess from that side of things, like how does playing for South Africa sort of differentiate in terms of the other countries on the style of play, I guess, is probably what we want to know about.
Yeah, well, you see, in South Africa, most players, they are on the table 7 days a week. Some are only on the tables when it's league days, like on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, or on a Thursday. But most players, they are on the table Monday to Sunday, which is a 7-day week. So for others, it's just that whenever they go to the table, they make sure that they practice certain shots. It's like, for instance, they will play against another province, and then they will see the kind of shots that those players play, and then go back home and play it in their province. So the more they get time on the table to practice, the more they can practice all those shots. For me, for instance, I don't practice at all. I just go to the table and play my game. I don't know.
I wish I could do that.
I don't know what it means to practice. I don't. I'm a snooker player at first. I'm a 4-time ladies snooker champion in my province, and I'm a 3-time trial ladies champion in my province. So for me to go to a pool table 24/7 or 7 days a week to practice pool, I rather go to a snooker table. So even with my doubles partner, she's like, Patricia, are we not going to practice anything? And I'm like, yeah, maybe just one game, but I don't know what it means to practice. So for me, it's a different scenery than to what it is for other players. They go to the table, they make their time, they make their efforts. But for me, if I play my league games, that is it. I only play my league games, and I do not make time to go and practice. That's just me.
Okay. Well, that's actually really cool. So I guess my last question would be, so as you've said, you're very accomplished in snooker, you're obviously very accomplished in your country. So going down, because there are a lot of players in Australia, myself included, where we say we're snooker players, but we're actually really bad snooker players. And then we stay to the smaller tables because they're a lot easier. Just white ball. So, but that aside, like, how have you gone from a large snooker table to these types of tables, and then adapting to that game?
Well, to go from a snooker table to go to a pool table, it's like you're taking a shoebox. Or it's like you take the snooker table to compare it to a shoebox. Then you take the pool table coming off the snooker table, and it looks like a matchbox. So you see where the difference comes in. With me, the snooker table helps me with my straight shots, my long shots. So whenever I go to a snooker table, all my practices come from a snooker table, and then I come from that big table, I go to a pool table, and it's like I went from a shoebox to a matchbox. So I would say best concentrate on train all your shots, like your doubles, your straight shots, all that side spins and everything. Train it on a snooker table, then or play one full frame on a snooker table, and then go to a pool table, and you will as a player you will feel and see the difference from coming from a snooker table and then go to a pool table.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that. I'll take some of those tips on board. I need as many of those as I can get. But thank you very much. This was really good. It's really good to hear from it. Good luck with the rest of the ladies. Hopefully our ladies give you hell, and they'll see you in the individuals finals.
Well, let's see what happens. But all the best to all the players playing in the singles. Well, like I said, Australia has some strong ladies players, but who says that South Africa can still take the World Championships? But like I said, all the best to all the ladies who's going to play Morocco, Zambia, South Africa, Australia. All the best to all of them.
Good luck to everyone involved, and good luck to yourself for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.